Yo, what's up guys, VTech here, and today I wanted to share with y'all how I was able to build my first computer at just age 15. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, I know some of y'all that are younger than me and you cannot get a job, but this video is targeted towards people that are my age or older than me who have a stable source of income. Now, I could just tell you to save up for your first computer and it's a done deal, but I know some of y'all, just like me, are really impatient sometimes and you just can't wait to get your hands on that first computer. So what you're gonna have to do is make some compromises if you don't have all the money at first. So what I did whenever I was building my first computer was I actually bought a decently spec'd Dell Optiplex. Now, I'm sure many of y'all know where I'm going with this because the Dell Optiplex building method has been a method that many people in the PC building community use to first start their first computer build. But stay tuned because I will be going into full detail about how to upgrade the Dell Optiplex to a full-fledged gaming computer. So the Optiplex price ranges from about $100 to $300. So I'm just gonna pop up the one that I opted for. This one was actually near like $100 if I remember, 120. So that was the one that I got. Now this is just the one that I got because I think this is just the best for the upgrade process that I'm about to take y'all through. Now of course y'all don't want to be spending too much money on this computer because it's something that you're eventually gonna upgrade from. So whenever I first got this Optiplex, I opted for a GPU upgrade and a power supply upgrade. Now the power supply upgrade is very, very important because the power supply that is built in with the computer that you got does not have nearly enough wattage to support the graphics card that you will be putting in the computer. This upgrade is crucial for anything to video editing, to gaming, to even streaming. While these upgrades are not permanent, they're just enough to hold you through till you get enough money to upgrade the rest of the parts. So I'm just gonna point out the obvious and go ahead and state that you're gonna get severe bottlenecking with this GPU and CPU combo. Now, it is definitely worth still upgrading because you are going to get some performance boost, but you are going to get exactly what you paid for whenever you're doing any heavy task on your computer. So some things you can expect with this computer is anything from minor frame tearing to case overheating. Now me personally, I didn't have any temperature issues, but it is definitely possible depending how your case is configured and what's inside the case. Like I said, the Dell Optiplex isn't a permanent case, so don't worry about this too much, but just be cautious. Now, the model of the Optiplex is a really big factor in depending on what you will be able to do with this computer. Now, there are 4 models of the Optiplex. The Mini Tower, which is weirdly the smallest one. I don't know why it's called the Mini Tower. Then there's the desktop, the small form factor, and the ultra form factor. And the ultra form factor is actually the smallest one. I don't know why they could have switched the names, but I don't know. That's weird. Now, getting anything besides the Mini Tower is practically pointless because you won't be able to upgrade any of the parts inside of the smaller form factors since it won't be able to hold the components that you need the computer to hold. So definitely do not opt for anything besides the Mini Tower. Now the last thing I wanted to talk about were the future upgrade paths for the Optiplex. While the computer does last for a long time, I use mine personally for 2 years. It's not gonna last nearly as long as your custom built PC or any custom built PC. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the motherboard and how many proprietary connections it has. So this does unfortunately mean that a CPU upgrade will literally be impossible unless it's in that generation of CPUs, but you won't really need to be moving to anything in that generation since you will want to upgrade and not downgrade or stay in the middle. Now you could just say you could just get another motherboard and put it inside the case, but the mounts on the Dell Optiplex actually don't allow for that. They only work for the one that's built in with the Dell Optiplex. But don't worry, because I will be making a part 2 to this video going into greater detail of how I upgraded my Optiplex and how I was able to upgrade from an Optiplex to what I have now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you get notified immediately whenever I post the second part of this video. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.